Okay, this video is going to be about how to make an app in Fulcrum. So we're going to go to New App, and basically this interface is how you can build an app, right? The first thing you do is give it a name. You probably give it your topic, and then your name, so we can tell whose is whose, in case a couple people pick the same topic. Topic would just be something around where you live that you can go collect more than 20 of, right? And I'll just something around where you live that you can collect more than 20 locations of. And you can get as creative as you want. It could be fast food restaurants around your house, or squirrels in your front yard. Something stationary is always better, of course, but it doesn't have to be. You can do cars parked in the lot. I don't know, houses in your neighborhood, like whatever you want to do. But then the way you want to think about it is, all right, so of course we can collect the location of these things, but like we did today, we also collected the species of the tree, right? And we also collected photos of the tree. So I would say for homework, just make sure your thing has at least 5 things you can collect about it. Sure it has at least 5 things to collect about it, right? And that just means I'll show you examples of that, right? So, for example, what we're going to do is we're going to drag these things into this main window here. And all I did was I clicked on text, for example, and dragged it in the middle, and then it gives me a little box about each of these things. Now, as you can imagine, a text input is if you want somebody to type something in about each point. A numeric input is if you want a number. A yes, no, right, is for a car, it would be like, is it a truck? Yes or no, right? And you get a little drop-down menu on your app. So anyway, when you drop one of these things in, like, for example, a label, let's just say this is about, I don't know, a car, right? So this would be type of car, maybe. You can put in a description if you want. Your type of car here. And then you can make it required, so if somebody's going through their app, they have to fill it out in order for that to get saved or not. It's nice to have it required because a lot of times when you're out collecting, you just forget to fill something in, so I would recommend just anything you want data about, just make it required. And default to previous value is interesting, right? If you want it to just go to whatever you collected last, just to save time, you can do that. And then there's some other more complicated things. We're just going to drop these things in. And to get out of here, you can just click off of it. And so now you have your type of car. And when we hit save and exit, that's going to, when we hit save and exit and you download that app onto your phone, you're going to be able to see that menu, just like where it said species of tree. That's exactly what this is going to look like on your phone. So let's say numeric would be doors, car, door, count. And make it required. Maybe there's a yes, no. I don't know. Are any cracks in windshield? Right? Required. And then you can do things like down in this media section, you can just drop a photo, and that's all you have to do, is just drop it in there, and then we'll collect a photo for you. You could do a video.
Does this have to be on the UNE GIS 161, or is it under our own personal thing? If it's under our personal thing, can we do this, or do we have to pay for it?
No, you have to pay for it.
Okay.
Just do it under the UNE one, just so we can all see each other's. It's basically so we can flip through and see kind of what everybody else did, and if anybody has problems, it's always nice to be able to pull it up.
I think that might be a bit confused, because I know that for when you the drop-down menu from Switch Organization, you have UNE GIS 161, and then we have our own personal ones.
Yeah. So up here,
Yeah.
when you first log in, pick the one that is UNE.
Okay.
And it should flip over to like a bigger list of apps. Oh, you guys should only have access to like 2 of them, but you should be able to see like the tree collection one and the test app. I think it was like 363 or something. I put it as available to everyone. So some other things that are a little bit more advanced, but are pretty cool, is this choice ones. So if you do single choice, this is where, so you could say, if we wanted to do make of car, and then do like a model of car, in the next one, we could put a list here. So we could have Ford, I don't know, Nissan, Subaru, give me some more. Thank you. Thank you. Nice. Good enough. And then we'll take a look at what that looks like, and let's make that required. I knew it wasn't required. It puts a little red line on the side, the ones that are required. So if we do save and continue, that's just in case your computer gets shut off, it will now be saved, right? But you can go to this preview app up here to see what it looks like on your, so this is what it looked like on your device. So you can see type of car, you know, we could, it's free text, right? And then car door count, so this could be text. And then for this one, it can't be text. I'm like typing on the keyboard, it restricts you to just numbers, right? Because it was a numeric. Yes or no, right? We can pick. Photos we can take, videos we can take on our phone. And then the single choice will give me that list in the drop-down menu. So you can imagine the reason you do that is because, as we'll see when we look at our tree data, I typed in oak and maple, but I guarantee you I spelled it wrong, and I think I put an S on the end of one of them. And when you go on ArcMap and you try to symbolize that, it's not going to work. We'll have to go and fix up the data, right? It would have been much better if I had gone in and did this and had a drop-down menu and put a bunch of types of trees in there. So like cars are a good example because it's, you know, easy to go into that list. And that's as advanced as I would imagine, you know, an app you guys would make would be. And feel free to put other stuff in there. I think the design section, you can like put dividers in. So then, I actually don't even know really how that works. So I'm gonna leave that out. I would just say go straight up, just do a few of these. A text, a numeric, a yes, no, a photo, and a single choice. Something like that would be great.